What is conflict? Conflict is defined by Joyce Hawker and William Walmart as an expressed struggle between at least two independent parties who perceive incompatible goals, scarce rewards, and interference from the other party in achieving their goals. In essence, a conflict occurs when two or more individuals are attempting to accomplish different objectives, come into contact with one another to prevent each other from becoming successful in their separate endeavors. In order for a situation to be considered a conflict, there must be an interdependence between the two parties, an expressed struggle, perceived incompatible goals, perceived scarce rewards, and interference from the other party. A conflict cannot occur unless the two parties involved depend on each other, though they may not admit this to themselves, others, or the opposing party. The interdependence can occur between friends, lovers, colleagues, family members, social groups, countries, etc. In a conflict, the welfare and happiness of one party is directly influenced by the actions of the opposing party. Because of this, it is crucial that the opposing parties realize that the other can influence their success, and that it is important to come to a common agreement when everybody is satisfied. Unfortunately, many conflicts go unresolved because people fail to understand their interdependence. A conflict also does not exist if it is one-sided. If only one party is aware of the problem, then it is someone being unsatisfied, and not a conflict. Therefore, in order for a conflict to occur, both parties must be aware of the disagreement and goals. For example, if one student is studying in the library at school, and another student has the music on their computer blasting, so that the first student cannot concentrate, there is no conflict until student number 1 lets student number 2 know that there is a distraction. However, the expression does not have to be verbal. Some examples of nonverbal expressions include dirty looks, the silent treatment, or perhaps the avoidance of another person. Here we can observe how one may be unaware of the existing conflict. The surgeon has a problem with a patient's chart because the nurse who wrote it has illegible handwriting. However, the conflict does not yet exist because the doctor has failed to make the nurse aware of this fact. If it is not dealt with correctly, a conflict can result in the gain for only one party and a loss for the other. However, this can be avoided if both parties discuss a way to mutually achieve their goals and be satisfied. Unfortunately, most people fail to realize this and instead see their goals as mutually exclusive. Here we see an example of incompatible goals. The surgeon on the left believes that surgery would do the most benefit for the patient, while the doctor on the right would rather treat less invasively with prescribed medications. Many conflicts occur when there is a limited amount of resources. For example, two women who are shopping for a wedding dress in the same store come across the same dress, both deciding that this is the one that she wants. Unfortunately, there is only one left, and this causes a conflict over which bride-to-be gets to purchase the desired dress, which in this case is the limited resource. The most common example of this is time and money. This is an example of scarce rewards. In this case, the resource is time. The surgeon has a very busy work schedule and must perform surgery, but his wife would rather him spend time with her instead. Unfortunately, this is a very common conflict for those in the medical profession to face. Interference from the other party is when the goals or actions of one party inhibit the other party from reaching their goals. For example, if a doctor is wanting a nurse to do some of his paperwork for him because he has other things to do and the nurse doesn't want to because she has patients to take care of, this can result in a conflict if one of the two parties do not come to a common solution to benefit both.